Sup nerds, welcome to part 2 of our Wolves of the North discussion for A Game of Thrones, the card game, 2nd edition. We already went through all the start cards, and now we're going to go through all of the remaining cards. So, and again, I'm Tom with Neverboard Gaming, and I'm joined with...
Mike.
And Alex.
Boom City, let's dive right into it. The first card we have is Motley. It's a Baratheon attachment, 1 gold. It's a condition. Opponent's character only. Attached character gains the Fool trait. And after attached character is declared as an attacker or defender, discard 1 card at random from its controller's hand. So?
I definitely think that's great. I mean, again, I don't like the Fool trait. It seems like there's no reason for it right now.
It's just silliness.
The attached character, yeah, that's going to be... I don't see why you wouldn't want that.
Yeah, it puts a price on somebody trying to attack or defend with, like, basically using that character. Okay, you're basically going to suffer an intrigue if you want to use it at all.
Yep.
Like it.
Definitely.
Solid. All right, now we're moving on to the next Baratheon card. It's a 2-cost event, Evenhanded Justice. It's an action. Choose a standing character controlled by each player. Kneel each of those characters.
Yep.
Again.
Baratheon. So that's why I love it. That's why I love him.
Yeah, I hate Baratheon.
Yeah.
It's what I do, man. And it's kneel, but controlled by each player. So I have to do it too, but...
Just makes Robert stronger.
Right.
There you go, Robert. Now we're moving on to Greyjoy. We've got a 5-cost character. It's Fish Whiskers. He's got military and power, 3 strength, he's unique, non-loyal, House Botley, Ironborn. While Fishwalkers is attacking, if there are more winter plot cards than summer plot cards revealed, each defending character does not contribute its strength to that challenge.
It's too high risk, high reward for me. I wouldn't use it, personally.
This is like the epitome of meta dependency.
Yeah, yeah,
in
exactly.
Like, I mean, okay, melee, maybe, but
maybe melee.
Yeah.
sorry, Fish Whiskers. No love here. All right, our next Greyjoy card is Ahead of the Tide. It's a 0-cost event. Interrupt. When you compare initiative, your revealed plot card gets +3 initiative until the end of the phase. If you win initiative this phase, draw 1 card.
Oh, that's annoying. A 0 cost to be able to win initiative. Greyjoy always wants to go first and to draw a card.
It's a must include in all Greyjoy decks, I think.
Yeah, that's right. Now that's a Greyjoy card.
Yeah, that is a really good Greyjoy card.
This is, but that's solid Greyjoy right there.
Yep.
Boom. Okay, moving on to Lannister, one of Mike's favorites.
Yes, sir.
We've got Crossroads Sellsword, a 3-cost character. He's got military and intrigue, no surprise there. 2 strength, non-unique, non-loyal. He's mercenary. And interrupt. When Crossroads Sellsword is killed during the challenges phase, gain 2 gold.
I like the, it's gain gold, gain passive gold during the challenge phase, and you get to cash out with your ambush characters. It's perfect for that.
How much gold do you need? Seriously.
All of the gold. I need all of the gold.
And that, like, I like Lannister because I like having gold. Like, I hate being starved. But
It's good with the red cloaks too, because it gives you extra gold to put on them.
Yep.
True. I mean, it's just regular, just
gold.
Boring Lannister. I mean, fun boring Lannister, but boring. All right, the next Lannister card is Tower of the Hand. 3-cost location. It's unique but non-loyal. It's got the King's Landing trait. In reaction, after you win an intrigue challenge, kneel Tower of the Hand and return a participating Lannister character to your hand to choose a character with lower printed cost controlled by the losing opponent. Return that character to its owner's hand. That was a mouthful.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. I like it. I definitely want to do more testing with this one, but it goes with my theme of just winning intrigue and then getting more for it. Not just discarding cards from your hand, but doing other things as well. That's why I like it.
But a 3-cost location for that very specific thing, though.
Money's not an issue.
True. That's why did I even say that?
Zero.
Why did I even say that? All right, now we're going to Martel. We've got Quentin Martel. He's a 6-cost character. He's got military and power. 4 strength, unique but non-loyal. He's a knight and a lord. While you are not the first player, Quentin Martel gets +1 strength and gains stealth. Solid.
Mm-hmm.
Interrupt. When Quentin Martel is killed, choose and kill a character with a lower strength than his.
I see a Greyjoy counter right in this card alone. That's what I see. He gains... Greyjoy's going to go first. He gets the plus strength and the stealth to stop their stealthers for unopposed.
Correct. True.
And then he can kill most of their, like, Theon and the girl.
Mm-hmm.
Asha.
Yeah,
The
Asha.
girl.
The girl.
We've got another
This
card
is-
for Greyjoy called The Girl. Alright. Can he kill Asha? How much?
She's a 4 strength.
She's a 4 strength?
Yep.
Really?
If you're second player, he can kill it.
Yeah, because he'll be at 5 then.
Dracarys can kill it, that's how I know.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Solid. We've got the next Martel card is his Viper Eyes. 0-cost event. Reaction. After you lose a military or power challenge as the defending player, look at the winning opponent's hand, then choose and discard 1 card from that hand.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
I can't. This. Like, I'm gonna see this card hit the table, and I'm gonna go. I concede.
Yeah.
I'm just done.
Just
I
knowing
can't.
what your opponent has in their hand is so powerful. We were just talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
It's,
I mean, you're most likely gonna go second, and then as soon as you
Yeah.
lose, you get to look in and see any buff cards, events, attachments that you just don't want. Like, you know, if that
Yeah.
person couldn't marshal out their table for, you know, you just remove it.
Yep, that's brutal.
The only thing I can think of is if you do that, if you play this and they show you your hand and it's just like tons of stuff you don't want to see. You see 2 Milk of the Poppies, you see 2 Put to the Swords.
Yeah.
I mean, you're like,
But then you know
But
they're
you
coming.
have that information.
that's
Right.
true. You have that
That's
information.
I think the strongest part about this
It's
is
just the
the
information.
information you gain from looking at their hand.
And
That's
I
the
mean,
only one like it.
I could see 3 of these because you could just play
Oh, yeah.
one if you got 2 in
No
your hand
question.
and just be able to. Now you see that and you see 2 Milk of the Poppies and 2. You could just play right one after the other.
And now if you're doing Martel as a backing house, this helps you get to your 12 minimum.
Exactly.
So good.
Definitely.
All right. Let's move on to some Night's Watch here, where you dabble in the Night's Watch.
Dabble in Night's Watch.
We got Stone Snake, 5-cost character with just a military icon, 4 strength. He's unique but non-loyal. He's a ranger and he's got stealth. Reaction: after Stone Snake bypasses a character using stealth, choose one of that character's keywords. Stone Snake gains that keyword until the end of the phase.
It's okay. I think that the Night's Watch already has enough military, and it
True.
doesn't give... I wouldn't use it in mine, but I play a purely defensive Night's Watch deck.
Yeah.
So, it's not my cup of tea.
Well, renown. He could gain renown.
He could...
Insight.
Insight.
Yep.
He
But it
can't
has to
gain
be...
stealth.
Intimidate.
It has to be on the board as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, it has to already be there.
Yeah. He can't just steal
And
anything. So
A lot of really good characters that have good traits, or not traits, what is that? Keywords,
Keywords.
kind of also have stealth.
A lot of them do, yeah.
A lot of
I would
them do.
say.
But against your Baratheon, intimidate or something like that, you
Yeah,
can
I
just
guess
stealth
you're
by and intimidate. So
Yep.
True.
kind of fight fire with fire.
Liking it. All right, let's go to the next one. Is Night's Watch, the Shadow Tower. It's a 1-cost location. Its trait is the North. It's unique but non-loyal. Reaction: after you win a challenge as the defending player, kneel the Shadow Tower to choose a character controlled by the losing opponent. That character cannot be declared as an attacker this phase.
Now, this card, I would definitely put in my deck. I mean, it goes with my theme of defending. I'm forcing you to not use a character. Even if it's a low character, you still can't attack with it, which is one less thing I have to defend with against. So, I'm definitely adding this in. Probably 2, not 3.
Well, you're a very defensive Night's Watch deck is probably pretty location heavy already.
Yeah, it is pretty location heavy. But
Hmm.
it,
It
I'm
would be
okay
a
with
1
that.
cost.
Yeah, it's a 1 cost.
Yeah.
I don't need a lot for it.
Yep.
It's more just about the clogging up of your hand at that point, I'd say,
Okay.
than the money. But all right, now we're going on to Targaryen. We've got Ago. Did I say that right?
Yeah.
I go? Okay. 5-cost character for Targaryen. Military. Intrigue. 4 strength. He's unique but non-loyal. He's a Blood Rider and Dothraki. Action. If there is a summer plot card revealed, choose and stand a Blood Rider character. Limit once per round.
I like more Dothraki. I want to see more Dothraki. They're starting to get in it. They're slowly releasing them, not just a bunch at once. But I think we're going to get, kind of like the Starks have the sub-theme, I think we're getting really close to Targaryens having, do you want to go Dany and her dragons, or do you want to go a Dothraki build with them?
And you think summer is going to be a part of that too?
Possibly.
Because if Targaryen's going summer and Stark's going winter, I'm not going to play Stark because I don't want to do. I'm just getting sick of Targaryen. Like you're sick of Baratheon, I'm sick of Targaryen, man.
Yeah.
I'm getting that out of here. But I mean, it's again, it's the meta-dependent specific thing that I don't love. But I mean, I guess it is what it is. I don't play Targaryen, so that card has no effect on me emotionally right now.
Me either, really, because I play the other style right now. I don't play that.
Yeah. Alright, moving along to Dragon Sight. It's a 1-cost Targaryen event. Action. Each participating non-dragon character gets -1 strength until the end of the challenge. I hate that card.
Yeah.
I love this card.
So
with this, I can get somebody down to like -9, or 13 or 14 strength in one turn. Easy.
The debuffing.
No problem. This is great. This actually goes really well with the new plot card that we just got, which is, it's the same thing. It's just, it adds the, if they reach 0, they die. And that's through the whole time. So you add this, and now you're killing everything that's 2 or less.
yeah, it's
Instead
not
of just ones.
It's not just Dracarys.
Dracarys.
It's not just Dracarys that kills it at 0. That plot also helps.
That plot helps. The power, Plaza Punishment. It's getting a lot of kill. A lot of kill.
I think I might be done. I think I might be done playing this game then. If that's, all right, Alex. We're finally into the Tyrells, man. Let's do it. We've got House Florent Knight. He's a 5-cost character. He's got military and intrigue, 3 strength, not unique, non-loyal. His subtypes are House Florent and Knight, which makes sense. And forced reaction. After House Florent Knight enters play, choose a character with the lowest strength in play and discard it from play. What are your thoughts on that?
I mean, there's a lot of buffs for Knights right now, but he's a high cost for... I have plenty of intrigue. I really need the military has been helping, but I don't know if I'd be able to work this into my deck right now.
What's the combo with the Marin Heat and the 1-cost other knight that you have?
My House Arbor Knight.
House Arbor Knight.
And I use the Marin Heat, which would definitely be a lower strength than this.
Right. So this is forced reactions. That has to happen. So you bring this out, and if he's a 1-cost. If your opponent doesn't have a 1-cost, he's out of it.
Yeah.
And it's just too risky for me.
I think it has a lot of downsides and not enough upsides to it. I mean, it's a pretty high cost. It's a low strength, and it's, if you have the lowest card, you're just getting rid of your own cards.
Yeah. So another whack card. Well, To the Rose Banner is the Tyrell 0-cost event, which says Marshaling Action. Choose a Tyrell character you control, gain X gold, where X is that character's strength. Then sacrifice that character.
I could use this occasionally. For a 0-cost event, to be able to pull in some gold, if I have something else in my hand, to be able to use it, growing strong or put to the sword or something like that.
What about if something has an attachment on it that gives it strength? When you do this, you gain gold equal to that, and the attachment bounces back to your hand.
Yeah.
That's also true. And to be honest, I don't see why it's a bad thing, because even if you put it on a 2-strength character, that's still 2 extra gold for free.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a really good gold income card. Yeah, I don't see why not. I would try it.
I'm gonna put
it's
it in my
not
deck.
loyal, so
Try it
I
out.
might put it in my.
Because you use
I use them as a banner.
Boom. Okay, now we're getting into the neutrals here. We've got, oh man, that's a hard word.
Main Strider.
We've got that guy, and he's a 7-cost character. He's got all 3 icons: military, intrigue, and power. He's 5 strength. He's unique. He's neutral, so it doesn't even have the loyal option. He's renowned. He's also a king and wildling. He's a lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Each wildling character in your hand gains ambush X, where X is that card's printed cost, and while there is a winter plot card revealed, reduce the cost to ambush each of your wildling characters by 1.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of this card all around. With this, we could probably do wildling sub-themes. Definitely. It's also the first neutral card with all 3 icons. He's a powerhouse that you can put in any deck. For granted, you're only going to want to play it if you're running the winter plots and the wildlings. So it does have a lot of that, that niche that you have to play with it.
I mean, because you're right, he's neutral and he's got all 3 icons, and that's solid, but he's 7 cost that you can't reduce with fealty. I mean, renown is also good, but 5 strength, and if you're not running...
You have to kind of reduce him with the King's Road. That's pretty much all you can do.
Yeah, okay, King's Road. So he drops down to 4.
I mean, there's other neutral cards that aren't 7, but pretty high up there that don't have renown. So that's just huge right there.
But then they still have a really good trigger ability that isn't necessarily dependent on the other cards. Like I guess what we're talking about, Littlefinger and Varys. Man, I cannot pronounce these names. Boom. Well, let's move on to Young Spearwife, neutral 3-cost character with just military, 2 strength, not unique. Wildling! Hey, there we go. Well, you have less power on your faction card than an opponent. Young Spearwife gains stealth. This is very interesting to me because of the start cards we looked at. So many of them are about gaining power on your characters.
Right.
That you might have a lot of power on your characters, not necessarily a lot on your faction cards.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So think about that.
Yeah.
Yep. You could have almost 15 power and she'd still be stealth just because you don't have it all on your faction card.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's little, but the stealth is nice. I mean, I don't know if I'd really attempt to fit it in, but it has potential, especially if you're going to try the wildling sub-theme, then definitely put her in there.
Yeah, and then that's just solid.
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, now we've got Housemeister. 2-cost character, neutral, intrigue and power icon, 2 strength. All it's got in his text box is its trait, which is Maester.
Yeah. I don't know. I see, I guess, more Maesters. There's the plot that lets you bring out a Maester for free.
Yeah, but it lets you tutor one, but I mean...
I don't know.
Why would I'm not going to run a plot just to get this guy out there.
Yeah, I don't see a point to him yet. Maybe Maester sub-theme is going to be... I don't know. Maesters seem like really supportive characters, and he's not supporting at all, so...
I mean, I guess he could be something to sack if you don't want to add a low-cost military character.
He's a 2-cost with 2 icons.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're
That's the
running
upside.
low on an intrigue or power,
Yeah.
you could bring him in and just boost your attack.
Yeah, he could fit into some decks, I guess I could see, just for his icons and cost alone.
Yeah.
Cool. Now we're going to Tourney Grounds, 1-cost location, neutral. It's contested and Westeros are the subtypes. Action: kneel Tourney Grounds to reduce the cost of the next event you play this phase by 1.
It's a permanent cost reducer
Yeah.
for plot or for events. That's not
So
bad.
Tears is now a 0-cost event.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Put to the Sword is a 1-cost event.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I like it.
About to say,
Yeah. I don't think it's bad at all. I mean,
because there's already so many 0-cost events.
yeah, I wish it was. I honestly wish it was a 0-cost location, not a 1-cost. The 1-cost actually puts me away from it because if you think about all the other cost reducers or gain an extra gold locations are all 0s.
I mean, they're all limited.
Yeah, that's true. This isn't limited, so you can play it in addition to.
But you're right, you have to use it at least twice before it matters.
Yeah,
Before it
exactly.
nets you anything.
Well, and also you don't have to save gold to bluff if you don't have an event or
That's-
something, because now this is a wild card.
Yep.
But you could have an event
That's
is
also true.
So
Yeah.
your opponent's always thinking, oh, he might have this event if you have this out there, because you do have 1 goal.
Yeah,
Right,
you do have
possibly
one
spend.
essentially.
And there are events that are loyal. So if you're running a fealty deck now, you can even run 2 cost events.
Yeah.
Right. Love it. All right. Green Dreams, 0 cost neutral attachment. It's a dream subtype. It's terminal. Reaction. After attached character is knelt, look at the top card of your deck. You may put that card on the bottom of your deck. Yeah.
Yes, absolutely. I think this is awesome. It lets you filter your deck, which, I mean, there's no downside to that. It's 0 cost.
The term they use for that in Magic is scry. You learned something today.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's always a powerful ability. And since it's a 0 cost attachment, I mean, it's terminal, so you don't bounce it back to your hand, so it's not OP.
Yeah, they can get rid of it.
I mean, the
Oh,
only...
it's not a condition.
So...
It's a dream. That's new.
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. But I don't think there's anything that gets rid of conditions specifically.
There is. Master, he's the Baratheon Maester. You can tap him during marshaling phase to remove a condition attachment.
So somebody can't even take that
They
from
can't
getting
take that from that with that.
Yeah. So there's no reason to not really
Yeah.
run this, except for the fact that now we just got too many good cards. Like, what are we going to choose, you know?
Yeah, because this is something you would almost run in all of your decks.
Yeah,
To be honest, there's no
I need
reason
to go
not
buy
to.
more copies of Wolves of the North now. I'm not
Yeah.
doing that. I'm not doing that. All right, we've got to Healing Expertise, another 0 cost neutral event. Its subtype is Citadel. Interrupt. When a non-army character you control would be killed, kneel a Maester character to save it.
There's
So
the
that-
extra Maester you could add in too.
Yep.
I mean, that...
Because I think like every house has 1 Maester right now. Ish. I think
Yeah.
Baratheon has 2.
But again, I mean...
Yeah.
Okay, 2 or 3 possible targets that you can move it to.
Yeah.
You're probably right in that later on that'll be a better thing.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to be something I'm going to add in right now, at least.
Cool. Now we're moving on to Tithe. 0 cost event. Action. Kneel a neutral character to gain 2 gold.
Oh. This is going to go in my Lannister deck.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a Lannister
No,
card right
no.
there.
I don't know about that. I like it. I mean, a 0 cost. The downside is you do have to kneel a character.
And I mean, it has to be neutral, which I guess if you're
neutral.
doing that wildlings thing,
Yeah,
there's a lot
it
of
would be.
neutral as wildlings a lot.
Yeah, I think it would be really good in that if you're doing the trying to do the wild thing.
The wild thing.
The wild
But I can't think of any neutral character that's less than 2 gold, like where I'm not breaking even.
Well, that Maester, yeah.
Well, he is 2 gold.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you don't have to play it the same turn you're.
But
Right.
I know you're not breaking even that same
Yeah.
turn, but you're kind of breaking even overall.
I see
Well,
what you're saying.
this also could win you dominance. Say, if you go through the whole phase and you still have a neutral character standing, you could kneel it, get you 2 gold, and help your dominance.
But again,
the
if it's
strength.
standing, the strength already
Right.
gets to dominance.
Yeah,
So
that's
it's like it has to be something that's less than 1 gold or less than 2 gold or 2 strength
Yeah.
for that to matter.
Yeah,
So
So like my Arbor Knight.
maybe. We'll see.
Arbor Knight. So just Arbor Knight.
Just
Good.
everything.
And now we're moving on to the plots. So the first neutral plot we see here is Fallen from Favor. 7 gold, 7 initiative, 1 claim, and 7 reserve. When revealed, sacrifice a character you control. Oh, I forgot to say it's an edict subtype, so it's not a winter, so...
I like it in the Caitlyn sacrificing deck. If you're gonna play it, this is great. It's 7 gold, which is huge.
It is huge.
7 initiative, which is also huge.
In that Caitlyn deck, do you want to go first?
That I'm not sure about yet.
Okay.
I mean, we
Well,
haven't played it.
It gives
so.
you the option to choose.
Right.
Yeah, it gives you the option to choose either way. So it's good high initiative, always good.
Yeah.
It's never a
and
bad
high,
thing.
and high reserve is just
Yeah,
solid. I mean,
I like it.
the idea of having to discard a card just because of your reserve value is silly. But yeah,
And
no, that
even other decks, you can still just sacrifice a low card, and you're getting a 7 gold plot card out there for it.
Yeah.
Very good. Enjoying it. We've got Snowed Under, neutral, 5 gold, 0 initiative, 1 claim. It is a winter plot. It's got 6 reserve, and it's treat the base initiative value on each reveal plot card as if it were 0. So then it's just whoever has the least power gets to
Yeah.
choose, right?
Yeah, is it power on your banner?
I don't know.
Because then it might be good for the Starks. I'm not sure either.
Yeah.
That's something I'll have to look into. But I mean, it's not bad. It's a decently. I mean, 5 is a good gold amount that you're getting.
It's just another winter plot card.
And
Right.
yeah,
And,
it's
you
a
know,
winter plot card just to throw it in there.
It isn't super detrimental to add in.
It's not a negative or a positive, really.
So I guess seeing these
It's
winter
unusual.
plots makes me rethink that whole winter. I mean, I don't like that it's dependent on it, but at least maybe we have better options now.
Yeah, I think there's some decent options for winter.
And speaking of winter, the Long Winter. It is a neutral plot that is 4 gold, 2 initiative, and 2 claim.
Too lame.
It's a winter. And when revealed, each player without a summer plot card reveal discards 1 power from a card he or she controls. So clearly, this is you too.
Yep.
Because this is not, if it's a winter plot card, it's not a summer plot card. Oh, and it's a plot deck limit 1, and it's got 4.
Yeah, so you're
reserve.
just playing this. You're losing a power guaranteed.
But you've got 2 claim.
Right.
Exactly. So you can get that back.
Yeah. So this is probably like one of the this is like your swing in for the win.
Right.
It has a really low hand reserve as well.
Yeah, but again, if you're playing it, if you're planning on this being the last plot you
Yeah,
drop,
that's true.
you're like, I'm going to win.
Yeah.
I can
Yeah,
see it
I can
being
see
a
it.
late game grab.
Yep.
Yeah.
And it's that winter that you need. So
Right.
it's
We're gonna be running it,
yep.
whether we want to or not. All right, we've got a Song of Summer. It's a 5 gold neutral plot that gives you also 3 initiative, 1 claim. It's a summer, so hey, we're seeing that now more. Got 6 reserve on it, and while there are no winter, I can't. While there are no winter plot cards revealed, each character you control gets +1 strength.
If it happens,
If
that's
it happens,
awesome.
yeah.
I think it's something you can play around. Kind of like with me and Naval Superiority that I play.
Yeah.
If you have a Milk of the Poppy out, you know they're gonna confiscate it. That's not a winter card, so you can kind of play it against that, and then all of your characters get buffed just because they want to get rid of that attachment. It's very situational, very like it has to be played at the right time. But if you play it at the right time, it's got a really high reward.
Yeah. I think that rewards experienced players, really, is what it does.
Yeah.
Where it's like, I know this game backwards and forwards. I can do this right.
Yeah.
I like it. Weapons at the Door is a neutral 3 gold, 9 initiative, 1 claim. It's an edict. Forced reaction. After the challenges phase begins, return each card with the printed attachment card type to its owner's hand. Plot deck limit 1, and it's got a 6 reserve.
You could, again, this is another one for experienced players. If they're, I hate to use the same example, but it is. If you have a Milk and Poppy out, they're going to play Confiscation. You have a higher initiative. You say you're going to go first. You return that card to their hand. Now their whole plot card is useless. They just played that for nothing.
Well, I mean, not really. They got the effect they wanted. They got the Milk and the Poppy gun. Oh,
But
no,
they
but it
can't
goes back
afford
to
put
your
it-
hand.
It goes back to your hand, which means you have to pay for
You
it,
can put it
and
back out.
that won't have enough gold on it to get that card back out.
I see.
So
Yeah.
it's another one of those. It's rewarding if played correctly.
And also, it says each card, so if for whatever reason you have 2 Milk and the Poppies on your characters, you can be like, that ain't happening, boom.
Well, yeah, and it's if they have several different attachments out too. It's any attachments basically.
Right.
Yeah. So yeah.
If they have lots of attachments out, you can play it as well.
That can really mess stuff up.
Mm-hmm.
Last card here, baby. Let's do it. Ranger's Cash.
Yep.
It is a neutral, 3 gold, 0 initiative, 1 claim. It is a kingdom and a winter.
Mm-hmm.
It's got plot deck limit 1, which I think Weapons at the Door also had plot deck limit 1. I don't know if I said that or not. Let's see, plot deck limit 1. It's got 6 reserve, and it is interrupt. When the taxation phase ends, either draw 2 cards or gain 3 gold.
I'm actually a fan of this, especially in the Stark deck. You're sacrificing a turn of gold, so you maybe play something lower for it. But they have, especially if you're running the Dire Wolves, where there are a lot of low cost anyways.
Yes, you could just do
And then you're gaining 3 gold the next turn to put out your big card. Or if you're running low on cards, you can draw the 2 cards. it's got a lot of upsides. I don't see a negative really. I mean, it's got 0 initiative, which kind of sucks, but
Well, imagine playing that, and then gaining that 3 gold after the taxation phase, and then playing Fallen from Favor. So you just got a 10 gold plot with a 7 reserve, 7 initiative, and you get to sacrifice and gain, like,
a power.
that would be pretty tight.
Yep.
But if you
I
don't
agree.
play this early, it could really hurt you on your last plot.
Yeah.
Stop your.
Yep.
Let
You don't want to play this as your last plot.
Right.
Yeah, that's very true. Oh. All right. Well, hey, that was it. That's
That was
everything. That was Wolves of the North, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you think we got any of the rules wrong, which we probably did, go ahead and tell us in the comments down below. And hey, subscribe and you'll never be bored.